We got to get back together. We got to collaborate. Things that don't go together need to come together. Your creativity, their creativity, my creativity. We've got to get this planet moving. There are too many people that have looked at their lives and said, nah, I'm okay. I'm going to wait this one out. The more we wait it out, the further we get behind. Creative minds. We need to collaborate, to influence, to inspire, to grow, to bring together a new generation, because we are the first generation beyond COVID. Unplugged, because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally uncut, because we all make mistakes. Turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. What do you do before you have a conversation? Do you hear music before you sit down and, just kind of shoot the junk? I've always got music inside of me. My hands are always like pretending they're like rock star drummers, like Alex Van Halen. Sometimes I feel like the lead guitar and You Shook Me All Night Long from AC/DC. Sometimes I do. Other times I feel like John Denver, that crazy Rocky Mountain High. Other times I feel like Brian Williams, sharing the news. And I feel out of place like Mark Maron. But he's not out of place. He knows where he is. He knows what he's doing. But god dang, that guy has a connection to people that is just mind-blowing, especially when he's talking about his cats. For some reason, I'm just drawn to that. When people talk about their pets. Because I'm one of those people behind me. Here's the thing. Behind me every day, know one thing, okay? My dog Jazzy is with me all the time. I didn't rescue her. I think she rescued me. And if you hear in the background, those are my doves. My doves start singing every morning at 3 o'clock. That's my jazz. That's my jazz. And then so the screaming monster, the blue crown conure, Ernie, he'll wake up about 8 o'clock. You may catch up because I brought up his name. He may have said, whoa, is it time to wake up already? But that's what it is, man. It's about having a connection. It's a relationship with your atmosphere and your presence of now. That's what this is all about. And that's why, this thing called the Daily Mess is here, because I'm a chronological walker. I document all things, I think, because I'm sure there's a lot that I'm not documenting, because it's not about me. It's about feeling what's in the atmosphere of now. The Daily Mess, that's what it is. It's a daily mess. It's like, what are we going to do with this? How did we get to where we are? It's a mess. So is your life. Call it what it is. The oddball connection that I have with the clock is not a relationship. I do not have a relationship with the clock. I will never have a relationship with a clock. I've never liked clocks, ever. They are the clown. People don't like clowns. I don't like clocks. Although we spend so much time in each other's faces, I can't call the ticks and the tocks a friend or a family member, but yet it's always with me. I can't shake it. Oh, it's on my smartphone. It's in my bedroom. It's right here in front of me inside the studio. A clock. There's always a clock around me. I don't trust time. I've been to those places where the clock is all messed up. I'm 5 minutes behind. My wife, her clock in the car is 30 minutes off. Every day that I get in that car, it's like, I'm late. No, it's 30 minutes off. Whoa! Freaks me out. It freaks me out. This morning, all I did was blink my eye. That's all I did, and it was 20 minutes later. How in the blink of an eye can it be 20 minutes later? Suddenly, you're not getting that time back. See, I don't like a clock. Since the early 1990s, I have struggled with my body clock. Yeah, they say there's a clock inside of us, the body clock. I'll never forget July 21st, 2009, 6:15 p.m. See how it's time-stamped? That's when the doctor said, you're having a heart attack. Oh. All right. Thanks, man. I didn't ask for it, but thanks. Well, in the days that followed, because there is recovery, and you got to go in there and get your therapy and things like that, I remember a doctor telling me, dude, you got to start acting your age. Quit thinking that you're a young buck and thinking that you have to do everything. You need to slow down. No, I ain't slowing down, and I didn't slow down. I was doing everything that I could to get back up on my feet. It was time to live life again and again and again and again. But I'll tell you what, though. Since the early 1990s, I have struggled with the body clock. The majority of my younger life was spent not out screwing around with my friends, having a good time, drinking beer and going to movies and stuff like that. Oh, hell no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. I wanted to be in radio. I wanted to be that guy on the radio. That meant I was spending as much time as humanly possible as a teenager in the radio station. I was 7 to 12, all the way up there to midnight, man, doing that radio show. Once I grew toward afternoon drive and morning radio, that inner clock, it felt violated. It was really pissed off at me because all of my energy is up there. Later on in the day, 7 to midnight, man. That's where the people are. Well, no, that's not true. That's not where the people are. You were lucky to have one. So when I started doing morning radio, that body clock was just knocked off. And then in September of 2020, right there in the middle of the pandemic, where the numbers were so freaking high, you can go back into these podcasts, and you're going to hear that guy. And you're going to hear in this thing called The Firm that I do, where I'm praying to God, put me out there with the people. Put me out there where they are. Let me drop the 4 walls of protection and be out there with the people, right there in the middle of a pandemic. And damn if that guy up there in the sky and in my heart didn't put me at a grocery store. You know what I was doing? Late night grocery store. Suddenly my body clock was going, yes, this is awesome. Oh my God, this is so cool. I'm back where I feel that my energy is at its absolute best. I'm performing. This is so awesome. But is it? Because the performer and the podcaster still has to be in the studio by 5:30 a.m. So I'm getting home at midnight. Shutdown time is probably 1:30 in the morning. You see why I face a collision every day, a train wreck. There's no time because I have to be on time. And if you think I'm the only one going through this, I wouldn't be talking about this if I didn't feel that you have the same issues. You just don't know how to talk about it. It may come out in anger. It may come out in some form of an addiction. But the clock is driving you freaking crazy. You can't buy time at Walmart. And you know what? If you could buy time, Sir Richard Branson and his little spaceship on the edge of space over the weekend, if he could buy time, he would have spent more than just a minute and a half up there just flying around without wings. Because, man, it was pretty cool to see him floating in that machine. I don't like clocks. I'm sad to say that our time is up, and I hope to God maybe you made it this far. Because I ranted today. What is the lesson learned here? Just be yourself. Listen to your body clock. If your time to be you is at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know what? Just show up. Be happy. Be happy. I'm Arroe, and that's the Daily Mess.